right, so we are live now. Okay, so it's been a few days, but we're back into it. We're going to see where things are going to progress now. A lot of events have transpired in the Stolen Lands. Defeating foes, overcoming obstacles, defeating challenges, and then saving damsels in distress, or in this case, other people, and having a goblin that is in love with the cooking of a refuel. But with that being said, how about someone,
Why must you
please,
remind me?
as usual, gives me a recap of what you remember, what we did. We have a screen right now that's going to remind you, hopefully, of the last events that we were going through. So, someone please find your notes, dig deep into your brain, and give me a recap of what you remember. What happened? What events transpired last game?
We started at Oleg's
We did.
after the earlier session, gathering some resources and discussing some parts about what happened to the bandits that we basically put in chains, and we started at Oleg's kind of in the evening and going towards the morning is what I remember. And from there, we decided that we wanted to go to the great and beautiful temple of Erastil, which the druid, and his name eludes me. What was it?
Jod Farfken,
It
I believe.
was Jod.
Jod.
Jod?
Yeah, we didn't know where it exactly was, except for our new companion, the goblin rogue, who had an encounter there and fled from it. And according to the goblin's description, was to the west of the Thorn River Bandits camp that we now disbanded like 2 weeks ago in game time. And yeah, we talked, I think, before we really went with everyone. Does anyone remember exactly what we did there?
Where specifically? At Oleg's?
In
No.
At Oleg's, yeah. I think I remember Gilly talked to Lindsay, that Lindsay would also come. Talked in Halfling, I remember that. And
I think we talked to Boken briefly. Maybe.
yeah. Yeah, and Valerie, I think. I might just be looking at the stream too, just to refresh my memory. And yeah, we traveled to the camp, to the river camp, and there we made camp because it is kind of a defensible position. And even though it reminded us of the carnage that happened there, we went further west after that, and at the place.
There was one thing at the camp that I just remembered. Nova got injured on the trap, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Knock Knock was very quick to try and help out, though was shortly blamed for it.
Though in actuality, in this case, it was not Knock Knock's fault, right?
No.
No.
No, I already made up with him after it. Or at least I apologized.
And we it was a nothing happened, right? There was no random encounter in the night.
Remember there being.
Yeah. And from there on, we traveled west to the temple, where we found the ruins, ancient ruins of a temple of Erastil, and it was really eerie. We slowly moved ourselves towards the temple, towards the ruins of the temple, and there we were confronted with guardians, some sort of huge bear with red eyes and wolves who were pierced. I remember they had like weapons in them. Was that true? Or
They
am I
rose
going?
out of the ground too. I fought undead at first, but that
Yeah,
proved to not be the case.
and I they also were no ghosts or anything. It was strange. It was some sort of curse, some sort of difficult thing. The combat was yeah, Orifil went down pretty quickly because Gilly was not standing in the right position, and um, the bear just went through us like a truck,
Yep.
just hitting everything, and the wolves were also a problem. Um, we were able to like put a bit of damage on the bears and like control the wolves, but a heal also healed them, which was like the problem with the undead thing. And what happened then was just a strike of pure energy by Vanya. It was what was it? It was a true strike, spell strike.
With shocking grasp, yeah.
It was shocking grasp. Was it level 2 shocking grasp?
Yes.
How much damage was it?
It was a
And
lot.
it was a
It was-
nat 22, so a critical card popped off.
Yeah, and it was that uh, anyone standing near the target of the spell would get half of the damage. So it was like over 100, over 150 of damage to everyone
Yes, so
in and around us.
electricity erupted out of the thing and damaged every one of us and the enemies.
And
Oh.
I even got my ass handed to me.
They were targeting like
Yes, they were.
Rabbit a lot.
Yeah. With the flanking by the wolves, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had 3 wolves and a bear around me, so
But one of the wolves was nice, right? Nova.
well, that's the 4th wolf.
Oh, really? Oh. Oh god, I thought it was only yeah. All right. A lot of fun for everyone around. Out of the bushes, a man with golden hair and the symbol of the dawnflower helped us in a great moment of need.
I'm looking at his image now. He has a hood over himself, and it's kind of like casting a shadow over his eyes, but his eyes are like you can see them like sort of glowing beneath it. It's almost eerie.
Yeah, he was hinted by Jod, right? Jod
He was,
talked
yes.
about
He passed
a
by.
figure. Yeah.
Seems he
Avan-
passed by Oleg's, I think.
Vanya asked about what did Vanya ask about again?
I think about an exorcist.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. About the thing with Devik and the spirit of or well the corpse of the Stag Lord. Yeah, and we are now only moments after the bear was kind of went into a skeleton that fell apart, and the whole area was lifted of this malign presence. And that's where we are right now. Probably panting, sweating, maybe some static electricity still going along our bodies after that.
Yeah,
After
our
that
hair is
shock.
like standing up a bit.
Yeah, still. You need to be grounded a bit. Yeah.
Okay. We'll pick up the scene there. Just after the battle with this thing that was there, where you heard the last kind of talk, just a thank you, before the figure just kind of faded away into dust. And now this uneasy feeling that you've been experiencing since you arrived here at this large elk temple, Temple of Erastil, where you see the inner part of the temple towards the west here is of the large antlers that kind of come down over this entire area, the mountainside of this large place just behind it. With the passing of that entity, as all of you are breathing heavy, having experienced all of the fights and the potential threat of death, because all of you did get fairly injured. Rabbit, as noticed, was targeted pretty thoroughly, unusually so. Whatever was happening was being drawn to Rabbit. But with that passing, another sense of ease, peacefulness, does come to all of you, and you see that murk and that disgust in the water here in this fountain is now gone, replaced with cool, clean blue waters, and it looks very refreshing. And you didn't notice it before, maybe you weren't paying attention, but now the sounds of the forest do come back. The sound of the wind against the leaves, the birds that are giving the calls, and just a comforting gust of wind blows through, almost like it's washing away all of the filth that's been remaining in this place. And you look around. The danger is now gone. You watch as that man who helped you, he steps down from that rock he was on. Oh, well met. I'm glad I got here in the right time. I tried my best, but I was not very expected to fight immediately, so I was watching over this area, trying to find a way to push back or deal with these whoever was here guarding this place. So, thank you. I felt a wrongness about here. My name is Tristan. And we can see Tristan. He's a very, very soft-spoken man. He is of the Taldor descent. And he is not wearing any type of heavy armor at all, and is definitely clothed in robes and light-faring clothing. He does have the emblem of the Dawnflower or Saren Ray upon his chest that he is currently holding, which was illuminating, glowing with that brilliant divineness when he was trying to heal all of you in that battle.
Maybe after a few seconds pass, Gilly will step up and say, "Well met, Tristan. Your help was very welcome. Um, are you around here alone?"
Yes, I'm here by myself. I'm going through the Stonelands, seeing what I can do to help out individuals, and something drew me here, and I was here for about a full day before you arrived.
I think fortune smile on us then. Or if you, Revit, you look in a very bad shape.
Right, Rabbit, you go ahead, pretty bad
Let's
too.
see. He steps forward and he grips that medallion of Saren Ray, and he does pray, Dawnflower, please give me the strength. And you watch as his eyes glow a little bit. And as mentioned by Andrew, actually is correct, the hood over his face, with covering this kind of whitish hair, the casting a bit of shadow over his face, but you do see his eyes actually glow momentarily, and then that emblem of Saren Ray also glows brilliantly as he casts another second level heal. All right, we're going to take in 12 health real quickly.
Apologies for the pain, Rabbit and Raphael. And I did not mean to do it that strong. I did not know what came over me.
It's fine. It just lashed out and it went out a bit out of control.
You did what was needed to be done. This fight here could have been the end for everyone if not for what you have just done. As he's talking, he walks over to Rabbit, if I may. And he also, again, he holds that emblem of Saren Ray. He does put his hand, if you do allow him, Rabbit, on your shoulder as he prays again, Dawnfire, give me strength. As he forms more magic into, or more divine essence into you, Rabbit. He's now going to go ahead and do a level 1 heal. Yeah, not too great.
Gilly's feeling a bit wants to help too. And Robin just dropped out of Discord. Okay. Gilly wants to lay on hands to anyone who will take it. I'll wait a bit till Robin is back.
He doesn't seem to be breathing either on camera.
He got hit by a basket. He's now stoned. Oh, no, he's gone.
Oh no!
Plot twist. Rabbit has negative healing.
He just exploded.
No. Saren Ray was the wrong goddess. Lamashtu was the right one.
Oh my gosh.
A kitsune dump here.
Sounds quite fun though.
Well, finally it works again.
Fantastic.
It just kicked me out for no reason, so I missed a lot.
You were not worthy. What's the last thing you remember? Or what's the last thing you heard, Robin?
The last thing I actually heard or did was the first heal.
Okay. Essentially, he just was praying to the Dawnflower, came by and healed you, so go ahead and take in 9 more health. And it just essentially said thank you to everyone. I gave a bit of a description about him. I can't remember when I said that, but he's a soft-spoken man, wearing no armor at all, just kind of loose-fitting robes and light clothing. And he just has a very, very gentle face. But I did mention is that when he did cast the heal, you could see his eyes momentarily light up. The same kind of color when he also was praying to the Dawnflower, to Saren Ray, to heal all of you.
Gilly is going to, Tristan heals Rabbit is going to heal Orifil once. Let me lay on these healing hands, and it's 12 healing.
What brings you here, friends? Hey, be careful there! We don't know you! As Knock Knock kind of goes around to look at Tristan. It's okay, Goblin. I mean you no harm. I'm just thankful, and I'd like to get to know your companions. Yes, my companions. I'm friends with everyone here. This is Gilly, this is Rabbit, Vanya, and Rifiel. Rifiel, I protect. Well, Rifiel, you seem to have a very good guardian.
Yeah.
We were. How long have you been around here? Have you been to Oleg's trading post?
I have seen it, but no, I did not come by. The last time I saw it, the individuals there were under, well, a little bit of an assault. I was going to stop by afterwards, but I myself would not have the capability to fight what was there. When I came back to see if any aid would be needed, I believe, now I think about it, your companions were there fighting off other bandits, and that was when I got this sensation to venture deep. I felt that the issue at the train post was taken care of.
Well, that's good, but would you have... sorry, I do not want to in any way, shape or form think about how you might have fared here, but it's good that fate brought us together, yes? All right.
Indeed, I praise Serenray for that. An opportunity, definitely. I take it you are adventurers.
You could say that.
Sort of. We do have had a charter, which I think makes us stand above some sort in sort of legitimacy above other adventurers, though it's just a piece of paper.
You could make the case that maybe we're mercenaries. I guess.
We were hired to deal with the bandits here, I believe.
Then mercenaries of good intent. I have heard that these lands have been plagued by bandits, and I've done my best to avoid them and have been successful so far. But if you're here to take care of it, then you're doing a good deed.
We like to try.
I like to try my best as well. I come from a bit of a bleak past, but my calling now is to go about and travel this world and provide the blessings of Serenray and help and aid to anyone that does need it.
Oh, where do you hail from? I'm from around here. Not that far away.
I come from Quaderon.
We probably have.
I'm actually, I have no idea what that's at, actually. It's in Kelish? The Kelish Empire?
Which one again? I couldn't hear.
It's the empire south of Taldor, the Kalesh.
Kelish, yeah. I do need to bring an actual like world map here, so you can kind of look at it. I'll do the next game. Bring the world map.
Gilly nods and has no idea. Yes. All right.
Yeah, it is far from here.
Okay.
Long way from home, then.
What are your plans after this?
Uh,
Well, a druid back at Oleg's had asked us to investigate and cleanse the temple. It's why we came here to answer your previous question.
Oh, the evil here has definitely subsided, but it's gonna take, definitely from what I'm looking at here, gifted masons and skilled laborers to restore and reconsecrate this temple. It's
Right,
unfortunately beyond my
now
means.
Now that the supernatural is out of the way, we've paved the way for those masons and stonebreakers. I'd like to think.
I guess question is if there will be anyone up to the task of trying to tame these stolen lands. There's a lot of ruins around here.
we are going on a boar hunt after this. You're very much invited
Oh yes,
to
I
travel
would.
with us.
I accept.
It's awfully. You don't need to join us. It's very
Well,
surprising that you'd accept that.
wanting to provide aid, what best to do this with adventurers where they will be in the thick of battle and individuals that were going to need aid. I see this as a boon.
He's going to die out here alone.
That is a possibility, yes.
You heard me? Okay.
No offense taken. It's definitely possible, and I do feel much more safe in the company of individuals that are able to protect each other.
Agreed. I've been alone in here in these lands as well, and it wasn't that great.
And I can tell you.
There are owlbears around. Maybe now there's even a breeding pair running around. And Gilly goes introspective. What have we done? It's better to be
Strength in
together.
numbers,
Yeah,
I suppose.
strength in numbers. Just not for the owlbears, hopefully.
Okay.
There are some other people you'd like to meet, maybe.
Do you have more with you in the
A
back?
very, very eloquent bard, Lindsay, and a strong warrior from also somewhere else, not from here. She's very strong.
Yeah,
Be kind to her.
they should be nearby.
And you hear a bit of cutting trees, and then you do see Amiri as well as Lindsay coming from behind, a little bit banged up. They also dealt with some foes here. What happened? I was fighting me and Lindsay against these beasts, and they just suddenly disappeared. As they both come forward.
Would you believe that they were tied to a bear of a sort, and killing the bear eliminated the rest of them?
Vanya roasted that bear.
So you defeated the beast that was controlling these. Vanya, a warrior becoming. We must toast to this when we get back.
Oh, all right.
We need to share a drink.
Okay.
Who is this?
Gilly steps forward and wants to introduce Tristan. Um, this is Tristan, blah 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 blah. He goes through the whole routine, like tries to do it like a bit official. She has read a bit in a book and wants to be like Tristan is from Kalesh. Yes, from Kalesh. It's a
Well met,
very
Tristan.
distant place.
I'm Lindsay. This is Amiri. And we're also traveling with these brave adventurers. I'm here to document and tell the exploits and the adventures of this brave band of adventurers. Oh, well met, Lindsay. And well met to you as well, Amiri. Amiri just kind of nods. I'm not going to go have a conversation with myself with 4 people, so
No, go ahead.
I'm not going to do that.
So, boar hunt? Boar hunt? Looking at Rabbit, looking at Emil.
Finally! I've been waiting to do this!
Let's track that beast.
It's amazing how you have still so much energy left after that fight, Gilly.
Tristan, I don't suppose in all your travelling you've heard any rumours of a boar.
I've
Big one.
not seen anyone particularly big, no. I've encountered a few, but nothing that would... I mean, it's something as dangerous to require... He looks around at all of you. Seeing, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 companions right now? This must be a very strong beast.
Meanwhile, in the background, Ravrit just grabs the helm out of his backpack and puts it on him.
Okay. Giant stag helm. You put it on, and yeah, it's a nice, comfortable fit.
Oh, you're good, Rabbit?
Is that wise?
Can you take it off?
I grab the helm and I take it off. I guess I
Well,
can still take it off.
When you go to take off the helm,
Here we go.
a bit of your fur catches on a couple of these sharp edges, and you can pull a couple hairs.
You tease you.
Yeah, wow.
You bamboozled us here.
It comes off.
This
Well, it definitely doesn't look cursed, so
maybe
I don't know.
Maybe the curse has lifted.
Give me a
Maybe.
religion roll. Anyone that's trained in it.
Open.
Mhm.
Religion. Am I the only one trained in religion?
Well,
Nice.
Well, you see, I am presently trained in religion for the day.
That's good because Gilly's really good at explaining religion stuff.
especially when it involves alcohol.
Well, there she has not failed so far, but when it involves any sort of things about the afterlife, Gilly might not be the most
Is this
knowledgeable.
about the afterlife, though?
We can make it above the afterlife if you ask any more questions. Sorry.
Well, perhaps I can say something about the afterlife because I saw my life flash in front of me.
Well, if we go by that logic, Gilly won't be an expert, but you know.
+1 to religion for every time you die.
You guys think it's safe for Rabbit to wear because he's also a worshipper of Rastal? Is that why he was being targeted as well?
So the bandit king wasn't praying to Rastal? because he wasn't able
Was
to
that the
take my helmet.
problem?
Maybe. I just assuming. But besides, I don't think it's a good sign to set to walk around with this helmet on. People associate bad things with it.
With the Stag Lord.
What do you think, Rabbit? You're targeted specifically. Why do you think so?
Well, the Stag's helm could be one of the reasons, I believe. Because of this, of course, this was a temple of Erastil, and I believe every temple has one stag helm at least. So if it disappears from here, then it would make sense that a guardian beast or something would attack anyone who has that helm in position, I believe.
What is it about the skeleton, though, that was here before, that also disappeared after the stag helm? Not the stag helm, the bear was put to rest or killed.
You get the sense that the bear was a corrupted guardian of this very temple.
Who might have?
I think this is just another sign for we shouldn't toil with spirits. Must have been corrupted after he died. Maybe some lingering feeling of revenge.
We could ask Jod most likely what it was or who it was.
Should
Perhaps
we
he knows more.
investigate further inside?
Yes, maybe
With maybe
we
more
can
clues?
maybe we can return the helmet if it belongs to the temple.
Gilly puts on the demon mask again and is ready to go.
Okay. Question is, do we want to explore a little bit of the inner parts of the temple? Do we want to go move on back to Oleg's, or move on to see if we can find this beastly animal that Tamiri is so wanted to go ahead and fight?
I think if we are here already, we should at least have a look at the temple. Yeah, that's what I think. I would like to have 10 minutes to refocus, though, before that. What does everyone else think?
I think it could be worthwhile to just have a quick investigation of the temple.
Yep.
Even if we spend like maybe half an hour here, just see if we can uncover anything. I don't know.
That's definitely the best idea in this case, I think.
All right. Go then.
Well, wait. Anyone wants to tell Miri that she has to wait a bit longer?
You tell.
I haven't been the
No,
one to interrupt.
Gilly is I think culpable for that. So, Amir, we'll have a look into the temple, see if keep our backs safe, and after that we can.
I can do that.
All right, thank you, and we'll look around here so we know that nothing will happen.
Watch as Lindsay is kind of watching the water, kind of mesmerized by it, and you see her take out her book and start to actually draw in charcoal this entire like area in her like viewpoint.
Right.
Alright. So
I-
we just conduct an investigation, I guess, isn't it? him.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and take your, if you need to take a 10-minute break to go ahead and refocus, go ahead and do that right now.
Yep.
For a second, I thought IRL 10-minute break. I thought, wait, that's
That's
That
really,
early?
that's really soon.
We
Suddenly
can
3-hour-long combat.
we can take a little bit longer if you want, Rabbit. I can heal you up. Like how hurt are you?
You're out of immediate danger right now. You don't suspect there's going to be any danger here. So between doing some of the resting and not in a critical state of potentially killing someone by doing some rolls, everyone go ahead and take it full health. The healing everyone has here.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. With lay on hands, we're not using any resources, just time.
Yeah. I'll only kind of really do, I mean, at level, as we're getting higher level, I'll focus on doing the rolls in a situation that does deem it to actually want to be strategic about it. So out here, we're going to be fine now.
We could. It could have been done within the 10 minutes anyway. I've got like medicine in it.
Yeah. Right. I love the medicine. I have to say again, I really like the like the strategic aspect under the sycamore tree, where we had to heal and all that. That was a lot of
That
fun.
was so cool. I want that again. That was so.
Yeah,
felt so good.
Yeah, correction. I don't carry a medicine kit around anymore. I have healing plastic.
You're just taking butt off the ground.
There you go. All better now. All right, let's have a look around and see.
As you go past the broken steps here, the rubble just on the ground, and you go into the interior, you can see the looming archway of the antler horns from this temple. And inside, you see just really a broken down and destroyed inner temple. And you get the idea that when this place was pristine and well tended to, this would have been a very, very nice shrine. But in the time that this has been abandoned, it has fallen to a bit of decay. And as mentioned by Tristan, having skilled individuals come here and reconsecrate, rebuild this temple would be a definite boon. If any kingdom or any type of pilgrims do come here back and forth. But it's going to require a bit of work, and something that is going to be more than one individual. It would require the efforts of an actual nation or a settlement to take care of.
I would like to know, like, just out of interest, how long this had been here, and I would like to roll a secret nature check for that to maybe know how long it would take for all of this to get to this point. Would that be all right?
Mm-hmm. I've already rolled. I rolled for you.
Okay.
And my roll is better than yours, so I'll use mine.
Okay, yeah, sure. No problem.
All right, so let's see. Do a quick little search.
That's such a backhand right there.
All right. Go say some information.
That is strange. I do not. Ah, okay. All right, okay. This is really old. This is really, really old.
You don't say.
This is... Why is this so old? How can something be this old? Gillig is not able to comprehend this.
Gilly, are you okay?
Yeah, yes. Looking at maybe a stone that was chiseled. Don't know, more than 50 generations ago, maybe more.
Do you share the information though?
Gilly is just baffled. Is like this has no right to be here. After look, this stone is worn down by so much water, and it's still standing. And like Gilly, I don't think Gilly has like a concept of this. She just thinks like, how long would it take for this to happen like this, just from nature and how it works. But like the information above table for you all is this temple has been probably around for 3,000 years. Like this is in our time. This is pre-Roman. Like I don't know, the pyramids of Giza are, I think, a bit older than that, but still.
The
Yeah, I
wonders
was
of
gonna
magic.
compare it to
Yeah.
Egypt for us.
So, in that amount of time, the contents inside have been removed or taken or just crumbled to dust, but the main structure, the main temple itself, still resides. But again, it will require a bit of effort to get this place rebuilt.
But there's nothing more here.
No signs of what could have caused the curse.
Signs? No, you don't see.
Gilly's moment. There's a chorus going. Poor Hunt, poor Hunt.
But if I would say, if you're curious about the story, well, if someone here was to potentially pray to Rastil, might get a vision.
Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit.
Pray.
Well,
What?
since it still is a temple of Arestil, I will.
Is there a
Definitely.
standing prayer altar? Has that been left intact? There's a question. No.
No, it has not been left intact. But if you want to go ahead and pray, you definitely can.
Well, I will definitely pay my respects to Arestil since I'm a follower of it, and this is still a temple of Arestil.
Okay. So when you do a bit of prayer, in this place, you do feel a warmth over your body, Rabbit. But beyond that, go ahead and give me a religion roll. Actually, I'll do it for you. This will be how well you actually go ahead and review this vision. Okay. You do pray, you do feel that warmth, and you really get nothing besides that. What would you like to do? What's the plan of action?
With next to nothing left intact, I think we've seen all that we can.
It's just a giant ruin now.
Where should we start searching for the Tuscany, do you think?
what better place to start than here?
I was hoping to encounter some hunters along the way, given this is a temple to arrest them, but...
Well, this temple probably just swallowed any hunter that wanted to
That guardian,
go
probably,
train
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Mm.
But how about give me some nature rolls? People that are trained in it. Open rolls. I'm fine with this one here.
Let's go.
Nature. Come on.
Bad roll.
Really slow to the ground. You can see a lot more.
Gilly's closest to the boar tracks.
To the board dropping, so yes, of course.
Mmm. Such a pleasant aroma.
That's a...
No.
This is a boar. Boar's boar. Yeah. Yeah, this is good boar country.
Agreed. But it will take a bit of sleuthing still, I think.
Yeah.
That's just obvious. This is a forest, of course. It's good for boars.
Yeah, that's the wisdom I got. Searching for boars.
Is that the wisdom you
Whoa.
smell?
Stop attacking me.
Yeah. I think I also after yesterday's riding, I also smell myself a bit, but you know. Yeah, it's. Vanya, do you hunt?
No, I've never hunted. Directly.
Directly. Gilly's a bit taken aback and maybe just a tiny bit scared because
I had
she does not know
people-
what it means.
I had people who hunted for me, is what I meant.
Oh, okay, like
How
after
privileged.
that.
What again?
Oh.
Rabbit, you're probably the most experienced in hunting among us.
Well, it's what they used to do.
It certainly shows.
Let's look around these parts. Maybe.
Yeah.
So we know what the wilderness here is. If there is a temple that's been here for how long this has been here, what else might be here? Yeah, and maybe our lady might get some boar, huh? Maybe this time direct hunting. Gilly just looks a
No,
bit
you seem
grumpy.
competent enough. I think you can. I think I would watch.
Oh, you would watch. Okay, thank you. And Gilly continues on, just continuing with the small little conflict.
Well, someone doesn't like to get their hands dirty.
Does Vanya hear that?
So, you got the idea that because of the guardian of this temple, and as you do remember, there was no real sound of insects and wildlife while that guardian was here. That large boar tusk gutter probably is not going to be within this region, so exploration is going to need to be done. And as mentioned, I'll give a little more information about what I kind of gave out wise. it's not the fact that all this could be boar territory, the plains, the forest, but tracking down and finding this monster that is known for its size and its kind of ferocity, it would definitely need a place that could hide. And the plains would not really be that. And so this would provide a suitable location for a boar of this renown to go ahead and do the damage that has been so done to other people and to gain that knowledge because it's not easy to track down and hunt. Because of that very reason, it's being able to hide in a defensible position, which would be the Gnarl Marshes, which you're in right now.
But also since it's fairly large, if it moves around, of course there are tracks, and it probably leaves a bit of destruction in the wake.
That is true. But we need to go in a direction and start trying to track. So, the question is, and just make it easy, we'll go ahead and start our group activity for today, so we don't have to do any resting right now. What direction do we want to move? We have a
yes, do we
number of
move
hexes to
toward
look
the
at.
forest, or the forest?
One of them.
We're surrounded by forests.
One of them is a known forest.
Yeah, this one
So
is
let's
explored.
not-
In fact, let me go ahead and do the extra hex on here so we can have that on here.
One of them is not like the others.
Mm.
How the no
There
direction
you go.
are people feeling?
I
Northeast,
would
northwest,
say
west.
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 Directly west.
Yeah, I was really thinking south, further away from civilization, or west, further into the forest, into the deep dark forest. What's
I think west would be good.
I kind of like west. It's just into the unknown.
Into the unknown.
Whoever's going to be tracking is to be the one to do it.
Hmm?
All right.
Oh.
So, as we're now
mind, no forest.
moving, we're going west. As we are, I need you, Rabbit, to go ahead and give me a survival roll. Now, question: we're in the forest here. 1 second.
Okay, we strategize now. What do we do?
I was thinking about maybe anyone knows some good forest jokes, but okay.
Svanya,
What?
shocking grasp of the boy, yeah?
Cook it internally, sous vide it.
Yes.
Oh my god, wait. What was the plan again with the boar? Will we eat it or we're supposed to return it? Or what was it?
The quest was that
Pull up the quest log, yeah.
a guy was very much angry at the boar because the boar took his
Okay,
leg.
we need to keep the head.
Yeah,
That's
let's taxidermy it.
The
Aye, right.
rest we can do whatever we want. We just need to keep the head.
Let's eat it. And we can. Boar leather?
I'm back.
That a thing?
Yeah. We use every part of the boar.
Okay, Rabbit, do you have a compass?
Oh.
I probably have an internal compass, but
Not what I'm asking.
Rabbit
what I'm
is a
asking.
bird confirmed.
I do not have a compass on me.
Okay, so without a compass in this type of terrain, it's gonna be hard to kind of navigate. So go ahead and give me a survival roll at -2.
Am I allowed to use my tracker's goggles to sense direction and track?
You need to be tracking something for that, don't you?
But it's also sense direction, so
Yeah, so it's gonna be a -1 instead.
Anyone got the no direction cantrip? Just asking.
Okay. You start making your way. Now, as we're moving across the landscape, how's everyone kind of moving about? We're on horses, doing a bit of slow movement. What's the general activity? What's the general atmosphere? The mood as we're moving across?
Gilly is happy that nothing really bad or harrowing happened at the temple. So, while not whistling anything, I think she can't help herself sometimes, like wildly humming something while moving along and just being glad to not have this unknown threat looming over her. What do you guys think your characters are doing?
I think Urfil would be trying to like mellow out now. A lot of the major headaches and concerns have been put aside, or we've moved past that. Just kind of directing their focus towards this boar hunt that feels almost frivolous and kind of just unwinding through it, helping out where they can with their own knowledge and trekking through woods and such.
I think Vanya would be a bit more passive because she's not really knowledgeable about stuff like that, and having so many people around being here, she feels like she can be a bit more laid back about it, and she trusts the others that they can do their things right. I guess. I think she would maybe at some point hand her spyglass over to Rabbit because he seems the most competent with this kind of endeavor, and just guess think to herself. Maybe she starts humming too once she's a bit more relaxed. Or
And well, since Revit is leading the group, I guess I am mostly looking around me, see if I can find anything related to the boar, maybe a track or some destruction of woods.
Has Rabbit already rolled, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So as all we're moving through the Nar Marshes, Rabbit, are you wearing the helm still?
Yeah.
All we watch as this large stag helm with the antlers, and y'all kind of watch as he's definitely in the front as he's doing the tracking, and you are moving through a densely filled area of foliage and trees and terrain and whatnot, and you always kind of start to ask yourself, why isn't he getting snagged with his antlers on branches and whatnot? And are they because he's just that good of a track, or maybe because he is a follower of Erastil, and the helm of Erastil may be a little bit of a small blessing to just move by, or just pure skill? But I imagine this is probably a big helm compared to what Rabbit has been wearing. And all of you just at one point have a small, like, odd question. Interesting. And even you see Lindsay, maybe because Lindsay brings this up as she's talking to herself, right in her book while she's on the back horse on one of you, and it's just writing down, Rabbit's moving like he has experience and has worn this kind of helm all his life, not snagging on anything that's nearby. And she gets like a snag on her book and like rips it back forward, breaking a couple of vines. You see that Tristan is just watching the sights, got a smile on his face, keeping to himself. Amiri is keeping a lookout, and you see that hunger this battle against this beast, Tuskcutter, and she is right next to it at times, right behind Rabbit. And you see Knock Knock is next to Raphael. Raphael, how about you try this sometime? And he hands you, Raphael, a small little pouch. It's really, really fun. You go ahead and you throw this at someone's feet, and it makes a poof and a big purple cloud of smoke that smells really bad. Good distraction or
Okay.
good fun?
It sounds like it can make for a good distraction, yeah.
Good fun, too.
Right.
And he kind of, whether you listen or maybe ignore knowing you, Raphael, he does kind of go into a bit of his pranks he likes to do against people and tells you the numerous of pranks he does, either from putting a fake snake made of wood that he can carve into someone's sleeping bag to filling a boot with water. And he kind of goes by some harmless but annoying pranks.
Raphael just listens, but doesn't. Just kind of lets him talk.
Okay. And he does talk as
Smile and nod. Smile and nod.
that droning sound of knock knock as we're moving through, and eventually we arrive. You can hear in the distance the sound of the river, and as you are here, you've stopped for lunch. It is around 4 o'clock, having to spend a bit of time, much slower going because you're on horseback, moving through this dense foliage. But
I do pause.
yeah.
Knock knock. What do
Yes.
you use to make these smoke bombs?
I made them.
No, but what do you make them out of?
There's some herbs that are around. And there's a little blue grub beetle. They taste really good as well. I can show you actually how to fry them in a pan on a fire. I can use your pan if you want to next time. But you take the beetles and they have a bit of small gland, poison sac, but it's meant for, well, it won't hurt me, so I doubt it'll hurt any of you. But you take that and you dry it out and you could put it in a powder mixed with some other ingredients that I can tell you about. And then when it's struck against a hard surface, it just explodes.
Is that how you get that foul smell as well?
Yes.
A thought just occurred to me.
Yes.
Granted, I'm not the most experienced at hunting boars and the like, at what we're doing now, but I do know that pigs have a particular nose for foraging. And maybe we could put some of those skills that you've got there to make a trap for it.
Okay. I need to find some grubs. And he hops off your horse and goes to keep track. I mean, he's definitely able to keep track pace because you're slowing down with the horses. He starts to go under logs, mushrooms. He starts rooting mushrooms, looking at logs. He's like, oh, found one. Puts it in his pack. Found one. You just hear it occasionally off in the distance. So within viewing distance, so he doesn't like run off completely. Found one. Got you. And he is taking these grubs and putting them into his pack. Okay. We are officially in this hex. So, expedite things, make things a little bit easier since we're not really on a time crunch at the moment. We go ahead and do a bit of reconnoiter, seeing what might be around inside this this place. So, as all of you do stop at a suitable location, now, question. Do you stop near the river? Do you stop in a kind of clearing or in the middle of a grove or in the middle of like the forest area to provide cover? Where do you kind of stop? And this will be to you, Rabbit, since you're going to be leading the group.
I guess we'll stop at near the river, but still in cover of the trees and such.
Okay. All right. So as you are stopped, we're now going to go ahead and do some reconnoitering. So With that being said, this is going to go ahead and have everyone give me a. Let's see. Been a while since I did this.
Would it be survival?
Actually, I want to see its perception. Yeah, give me perception on this one. Open rolls. Everyone give me perception rolls, please.
That was so close to landing on the one there.
Okay. So, Rabbit, as you go out and start to look for tracks, you are looking for, not really tracks right now. I mean, you are going to be looking for tracks, but you're looking for any type of activity for the board, looking for in here. And as you are going about, you don't see any board tracks. Any, at least that would give you an idea that this is going to be the big one. You don't see the destruction you kind of expect. You don't see the large fecal matter that won't be left behind or the large tracks themselves. You see normal board tracks. Nothing that would get you an idea that this is going to be Tuskgutter. Gilly, as you're looking about, you just see the sights. You fall in the river. You see some fish jumping in the river, but you don't see anything that is of really what you're kind of looking for. You just see the typical areas of a forested environment, a rift field. As you are looking about, you come across the occasional piece of stonework similar to the construction of the stone that's been used at the Temple of Rastil. Maybe a quarry at some old time, the thousands of years ago. Maybe that stone came from here. Since the stonework did actually match the stones at the actual site itself. But you find a couple bricks. But beyond that, nothing else that stands out. And for you, Vanya, as you're looking about, you see in the distance. Unfortunately, none of you come across any large tracks. We have Amiri as well looking about. We have Tristan and Amiri hanging back. For you, Riffiel, Knock is following you after collecting a bunch of grubs to prepare this trap. He's trying to ask you about how to best set this trap in, ideas, whatnot, to either shoot it with an arrow, have a trap that comes up if it steps on it, whatnot. Vanya, you see in the distance, as all of you kind of spread out a little bit, you see a large pool of water, a pond. You see some slight movement. You can't see what's causing the movement, but you see the water stirring like there's something inside. But it looks relatively peaceful. It's a large pond.
You're just a pond. Nothing to worry about. It's just a pond.
Suddenly, dragon.
Oh my god, the fire! The fire lindworm, or whatever it was. I always forget what it was, and I call it lindworm all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I have limited knowledge on boars and pigs and the like. I just know that they scrounge around for truffles and such.
No.
So that was
They
my
don't dive,
idea.
right?
No, I'm pretty sure not.
So here's the thing before we continue further. So because I'm kind of wrapping all the actions into one day, if you want to explore this pond, if at all, it would be during nighttime. So either make camp, but I'll say right now with these rolls, Tuskgutter is not here.
Yeah, I think it would be a good idea to explore the not at all scary pond at nighttime. Let's do that.
Actually, I think that sounds good.
It sounds like fun though.
It sounds fun.
I'll volunteer for it.
Yes, it sounds fun. Like Dwarf Fortress can be fun. Let's.
I haven't hit Dwarf Fortresses, so.
Let's do it. Like, if it's going towards evening, we still have a bit of daylight, right? Come on.
You have barely any daylight. You got daylight outside the canopy.
We only get
Under
two.
the canopy,
we only get
it's
two
dark.
actions. We traveled and we reconnoitered. So that's gonna be that.
How far is it away?
It's about, let's say, 20-minute walk.
It's like it's in this hex.
Yeah.
isn't it?
It is a 12-mile hex, so it is. Roughly speaking, if we don't do like real, like, yeah, it's 5 miles away, so everyone's gonna have like 10 hours to get into locations. You can get there within
Right.
20 minutes. Have to gamify a little bit.
Yeah, I'm fine with everything, but I just don't think that our kind of experienced adventuring group would be like, let's go to the pond in the night, let's go skinny dipping, beach episode.
But we don't know. What if it's gone by tomorrow morning? What if it's not active?
No, beach episode sounds like a great idea. What do you mean?
The obligatory anime beach episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I have a chainmail bikini, everyone.
No.
Right?
That'd be the only time appropriate for a chainmail bikini. If you have a fantasy beach day, everyone's wearing chainmail armor. So you got chainmail bikinis and chainmail speedos.
Oh my god. Do they rust?
Oh, painful. Oh, God. All right, let's make camp with visions of that in our minds.
Yeah.
Amiri's not gonna look too different. Let's be real.
No, she wouldn't.
Yeah. Well, there's a bear.
The bear here? Get out of here, bear. You don't belong.
Oh my god, the bear got deleted.
Oh my god.
You got Thanos snapped.
Tristan just saw the bear and was like,
So we got a big ass campsite now.
Yeah, I
So
should
we got
think so.
them. We have Amiri here, as well as Tristan.
4 blue, 4 green, 1 yellow.
All right. So I guess the
I
question
feel
is,
like Nova should be blue.
Nova should be blue. I need to do Nova's tokens. Rabbit,
Yeah.
do you care about Nova's coloring, or do you want a? Here, we'll do this. I have another wolf from Roman Games. So I can show you what the 3D wolf looks like.
Nova has learned how to use ninjutsu.
Never use
Shadow.
double team.
Shadow clone.
Oh, it's green still.
Screen still, well done.
Which one do you like, Robin? I can make it blue. Actually, I don't want to leave it green because it is a. It's an ally. Only want the PCs to be blue.
I kinda don't like the white color of it.
Bloop.
Another
Lead is-
another
lead is-
animal deleted. Please.
Snapped.
Ruthless.
Yeah, that's
It's
one
the
thing I need to make.
Tuscaloosa.
All right, so the
We're
question
still
is,
missing one, though.
hmm?
We're still missing a kitty.
She's already here. I just got to unfound snapper. There she is.
Ooh.
All right, so question is, are we wanting to go ahead and do a bit of the camping, or do you want to move on to the morning? What do you want to do?
I think we could do some camping activities.
I do. It's been a while.
Yeah, let's do it. We have some fun activities planned, like influencing NPCs.
You know more about
That sounds
Yeah,
like
well-
summer camp.
skinny dipping is the
Yeah.
part right now. You just want to go skinny dipping in the pond. We haven't explored. By all means, go for it.
Gilly has not returned. Maybe someone should look after her. It goes into slasher horror film movie.
God.
I'm pretty
Who would die
sure.
first?
I'm pretty sure skinny dipping is just influencing companions with a plus.
Or maybe with a
They
minus.
are
who
Circumstance
knows?
female.
After like 2 days of riding, I think it's a minus. Yeah, there was a river with fish inside, so we might gather some interesting ingredients too.
All right.
But
well,
let's
first
start
things
with
first.
a prep. Yeah.
How are we doing on basic ingredients anyway?
We
Need
have
stock
one
up.
basic ingredient, I believe.
2.
We need to prepare the campsite. So, someone give me a survival check.
Who wants to? Is Rabbit tired of all the survivaling today, or does he want to do it too?
Mary can do it.
I don't mind taking a crack for once.
Okay. And like the other PCs can do other things while preparing the campsite is happening, right?
Mhm.
I would like to influence the new companion.
Good shout.
I think I want to aid with preparing the campsite. It's just that I don't have any survival.
In that case, I might go to the pond to fish for some fish.
Can't do that yet.
Yeah.
So for preparing a campsite, just as a reminder, I feel like it would count on this subsisting. So would this apply? Since we're in the forest.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Alright,
Okay then.
so
Survival check.
before you roll, we're gonna have Gilly gonna talk a little bit to do some influencing for you, Vanya, and for you, Rabbit. What do you two want to do?
I think I want to aid with the preparing the campsite
Okay.
by maybe going on a lookout to check from afar where to go and not where to go. Like with perception, I was thinking.
Okay, give me a perception roll. Alright. As you're going out, unfortunately, you don't quite find anything that would be really that suitable for helping out, so this unfortunately is going to be not much of a success. Rabbit, what about you?
I'll also like to aid with preparing the campsite by finding a campsite or a spot for a campsite that's quite stealthy.
You want to use stealth? Or survival?
Yeah,
Alright, go for it.
stealth.
Well, as you're looking about, you also unfortunately don't find. You find a good place, but then you realize it's like full view of the stream on one location, which would just give you away. So you also have to, after, turn back some time and go back to a refuel. Unfortunately, they didn't help you out, so it's on you yourself to go ahead and give me that survival roll.
Looking
No
potentially
modifiers.
tough.
No help here.
Mm-hmm. Looking potentially tough if those numbers didn't get through. Alright.
Never mind, I lied. I think I got the wrong number. So actually, Vanya and Revit, you actually did succeed. So as you're going out to help, you do actually see for
So-
Rabbit, you do actually find you actually find another campsite. So give +1 roll to a refuel, and for you, Vanya, you also are able to see a good areas to help out. So actually, I was thinking about the wrong DC here. So you two do succeed. So you get +2 to the roll.
16 then.
And
It would be.
that is what is needed to succeed. So because of your two companions, you do succeed on the roll. So it goes from a success to a critical success. So, tell me, Raphael, the kind of campsite you set up for the group.
forest area. I'd say there's probably plenty of like cover, plenty of environmental cover. Maybe some rocks that like cover our sides, like walls, effectively. Some differences in terrain elevation. Plenty of trees to give us nice rain cover. Within sight of the two key points that we want, like the lake and the river, just keeping both of those areas within sight, but not necessarily close enough to be of any danger.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you, Orfeel. Campsite is set up very, very good. Now, for you, Gilly. As we see, Tristan is helpful. Tristan will be helping kind of Orfeel as he's getting it set up. So he does kind of sit down to take a bit of a breather. Not really used to this kind of really heavy bit of work. Moving maybe like logs away, set up stuff. And you have an opportunity if you want to approach Tristan or anyone else you want to influence, by all means, go for it.
Yeah, I want to influence Tristan. You said he's not used to heavy work like this. So
Well, he tires very easy, I would say.
yeah, I want to argue then for that. I was thinking about religion before, because like that's something they could bond over. But like Gilly might also try to maybe like help him with doing some of his tasks and taking over. So some no, I'll take religion. I'll take religion. Gilly will talk to him about how was his experience around here and how do the people see his work and try to go over that.
My experience here has, well, I do believe that I can have a lot of opportunity here. There's a lot of individuals. This land, aptly given name, the Stolen Lands, is robbed for a lot of people through banditry or just the wilderness here. I grew up in a orphanage in Quadron, and this orphanage was run by a Serenite priest, and they instilled in me the love of the Dawnflower that helped me fill the void that when my missing parents, I don't know who they are at all. And after growing up in that orphanage, I felt a calling to provide what the Serenite priest did for me and help raise me and aided me. I want to also go out and aid everyone else and help who I can. Provide if anyone needs the religion of Serenray, or just help. I like to do the best I can and provide good in this world. And I see you, who you absolutely worship, a good deity, Kingmaker. Good to take a drink with. All of us are useful in our time in these locations.
Gilly, yes, preach. She lays a kind of a hand to him and says, "We can do so much good around here, and I'm glad to have someone of your moral character here. Just blindly accepting, yes, he's good, not thinking about it. Gilly's very much like, yes."
What do you know of your faith of Caden Kalian?
Oh, I know of Caden Kalian that you have to go at it with a bravado and a bit of self-confidence, and that you need to rely on luck as much as skill, and that you need to do the right thing. and I've learned to try to give everyone another chance that they deserve, though it's often hard to give someone the chance they might need.
Well, I can tell that you definitely do by the company you keep. Not many would have a goblin in their midst.
Actually, we did not know he was worshipping Lamashtu when we took him in, and then it kind of rolled on from there. So I was trying to get him away from Lamashtu, but I have no idea how this is going. And check your bedding before you go to sleep. He might put some like fart packets in there. He think it's funny, and it kind of is, to be honest. But be careful.
Thank you for the warning. I'll look out for these
Yeah.
devious traps.
Yeah, and I'll look out for you.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a religion roll.
All right.
Okay. He is impressed by your knowledge of Kinkalian, and that will be one success for Tristan. We now have one influence with him. Right. I think we'll go ahead and do our actual 10-minute break here, then we'll go back into rest of the camp when we get back.
All right.
Beep boop.
That sound is beautiful. I wanted to say I really like the song. This. I think it can be interpreted as a drinking song. I heard that sung as a drinking song before.
It feels like a drinking song.
Yeah.
It is.
Sollen wir trinken?
I see you already updated the player map.
Yes,
I like it.
we might need a quarry sometime.
I can dig it.
Wait, which map? The solar map?
No, the player map.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. Hmm. Sorry, I thought my phone was going off. I'm sorry about that. If anyone heard.
I didn't hear anything.
Didn't notice at first. Okay, good. I'm a bit embarrassed. Oh boy. 1 second.
And we're just waiting for a reveal. Need a WD-40 my chair too. Oh, I'm not even on camera right now. There we go. We're all
That was
back.
monkey.
All right, so campsite has been set up. So now that it is a nice 7:29, sun's going down. We got a lot of people on the campsite, so really no one's gonna attack this large of a group right now. So actually having a immediate danger is probably gonna be not really that possible, unless you got something really stupid or something that is knowing something that they know that you don't. But with that being said,
I mean, even if that were the case, critical success means that it's far less likely to
Yeah.
happen.
indeed it is.
What is it?
I'll still do rolls. There might be encounters, but
It's
might not be
like
hostile encounters.
The DC for encounters to happen is like too high, I think.
Yeah. Mhm. So much lower chances of getting something. But now we're on step 2 of camping activities. So question is, as we're around the campfire right now, what is the action everyone wants to do?
So with your note though, I'm looking at it as well. First hour spent performing campsite activities does not include the usual flat check as well. So we get a free hour as well.
Okay, cool.
Which means the first campsite activity I'm just going to ignore. So, at least for hostile entities. I might have to do some other fun entities.
I would like to get some ingredients with the fishes.
Okay. Put down in chat what you're doing so I can have a quick memory.
At the pond or at the river?
No, at the river, not at the pond. I would not like to hunt and gather, in parentheses, risky. I think we kind of like could stock up on basic ingredients again, right?
Yeah, no, we've only got 2 batches of ingredients. So,
Lindsay's going to be playing some music. And Mary's going to be sharpening everyone's weapons. And then Tristan now.
This music makes me feel like I'm playing Hearthstone again.
It's Lindsay. Lindsay's playing the music.
no 2 PCs may attempt the same activity at the same time.
Oh, okay.
as you are preparing for your activities, you actually see Tristan is going around and he's getting on his knees and he's praying to Saren Ray, invoking a blessing for himself and for the party. And all of you feel kind of a bit of warmth overcome all of you. A comfortable warmth. And, well, essentially what this does is that if we are doing natural healing, during your level times economy modifier, this doubles the healing.
Nice.
Alright, well, while everyone is doing their things, Gilly, you're gonna go hunting for some food.
Wait, actually, can I
Yes.
maybe aid Gilly?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't we all need to like decide what we're doing?
Yeah. Alright, decide what you want to do.
Me first, or
Oh, put in chat what you want to do. Make it easy so I can
Yeah.
not boggle my brain and confuse people and their actions. Aid Gilly, and I'll leave lastly, Rafil, are you going to be the cook today again?
Yes, but we will need ingredients. Do we maybe want to do 2 campsite activities today? What do people think?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe even if it's getting late.
I will. I think I'll organize the watch.
I'm
Okay.
already doing that.
He is on that.
Oh, do you? Oh, you already clicked. I didn't realize that you. Okay. Camouflage campsite then. Where's the thing? How did you guys put the actions that you're doing up again?
Just type it in.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Can we
okay.
send it? I'm going to try something. Yeah, we can send it in, but it's a little bit long.
That works. Alright, well, we have aiding, so we'll do as Vanya and Gilly heading out towards the stream, as Rabbit is watching for the pristine locations to organizing type of danger, while we have, for some reason it's not using his character name, as Riffiel is going about and preparing the campsite for any type of, or to prepare it for being stealthily inclined. That's the wrong word I'm using for. They're making the campsite stealth. Alright, so Vanya, how do you want to help out Gilly? Looks like you're going to go fishing for some fish in the river.
Well, I have never fished in my life before, but I have watched people fish for me. So I thought maybe I can help her with by telling her how I saw other people do that with society. Like hover over her. At least I know to be quiet. I won't be loud. I will whisper into her ear and tell
That's
her how
much
to do
better.
it.
Much better.
Wow.
Like you're doing it wrong. Like that. You're not doing
She
it
is-
out.
Yeah. Like that.
Okay.
Is that okay?
So, give me a diplomacy roll.
I thought about using society because I watch people how they do it, and I'm explaining to
I'll give
her
it to you.
how other
Go for it.
people did it.
It'd be intimidation in that case.
And she be, oh no!
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Perfect!
Oh,
Yes!
oh my gosh.
That's so great. Okay, I would.
So, how do you bother Gilly? Or what do you do? Do you like knock Gilly into the water?
Wait again. What is it?
Do you knock Gilly into the water?
That's
Is
No, no,
that
she's-
Alright.
something
she's
I
trying
can
to
do
tell
with an
Gilly
A?
what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gilly
I
minus
see.
2 to his to her roll.
Well,
Maybe-
maybe I thought I was being clever about this, but maybe I did it too loudly. Maybe my voice, because just looking at Gilly, I still have that lingering feeling of anger and a bit betrayal? Like, how could she do that to me back then? And now I
have
raise
a-
my voice a bit by time.
I have an idea also
Maybe wrong
what you
stuff.
might be saying. You
Yes.
might be, while we were going down to the stream, you might be just telling me about how to use a fishing rod, how to do this, how to fix the bait. And then when Gilly was very silent while doing that, while you were doing that, and when we arrived at the stream, I wanted to spearfish. So, so you just spent like this whole part of like, you have to do this, and like, at the end, Gilly just shows a spear. I have this here.
All right, fantastic. Gilly, so you're getting -1 because of Vanya, +2 because of the music you hear in the background from Lindsay, so +1 to your roll.
Music and advice is a +1. And all right, so a survival
Yes.
check, right?
Lindsay saves today.
Okay, so you're standing and you catch. Tell me how you catch a fish, or a couple, I should say.
Speared them and
Oh, it says music and advice +1.
yeah, +1 because like from the music a +2,
And your horrible
but from the advice a -1.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Oh my gosh.
Here you go. I think they're fine. Do they look fine? Do you think they're good?
I think they look great. You did so well, but why didn't you do it how I told you?
Because it didn't have a fishing rod.
You could. Next time I will look more at you and think about it. And she just walks off. This bit awkward, like she's a bit shy. Like, oh no! I
Gilly was hoping that someone would help her carry the fish over there, but now she's like, okay, I carry it against me.
I can
and
help.
She gets all fish
Once Knock Knock
flying
comes over.
Ah, Knock Knock, you are a blessing.
He takes one fish in one hand, one fish in another hand, one fish in his mouth.
Oh, you, the
He's
guts.
walking back to. He's not biting down. He's holding his mouth.
Precious. All right.
George, roll me 1d4 for special ingredients.
Special ingredients, you say? Come on.
You find 3 special ingredients, and you can add that to the stock. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and go to Rabbit, organizing the watch. So, Rabbit, go ahead and give me a. Actually, I'll go for it. It's a hidden roll. I'm gonna roll for you, Rabbit, as you're set up the watch to see if you can find locations to do. What is your perception bonus? All right. So, as you are looking to organize a watch, you're getting distracted by Knock Knock. And then Nova brushes against your pant leg, and then as Nova runs back towards you under your legs, followed by Laroste, kind of knocking you off balance, and you get nothing really done. Not a critical failure, but a failure. Alright, Arifio. For the camouflage in the campsite, as you watch Nova and being chased by Laroste, go ahead and give me, I believe that's going to be a stealth roll.
So, yeah. Here we go. It's horrible.
You go to put up a bit of like branches and leaves and whatnot to camouflage the campsite, and as you're doing, a piece of the ember of the campfire that's already set just and a fire blows out, and everyone's like, "Oh no!" And they have to tear down the fire. They put out the fire, and unfortunately, there's now like a plume of smoke. But if they do, like you watch as Knock Knock is like, "No!" And with the fish in his mouth, puts the fish on the ground and takes like a nearby like giant leaf and starts fanning the smoke to make it not so visible in the dying daylight. Not a critical failure, but it's a failure.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, that is
Expected.
activity 1. We want to do a second night's activity.
How many ingredients do we have now?
We got 3. How much? The party donkey.
3 basic ingredients.
So we got 3 special ingredients now. Put in there. Let's see.
Wait,
How
I
many
think
basic-
did I miss that? But did Rabbit do the organized watch activity already?
He failed.
Did that? Ah, you failed. Okay.
All right. So we got 3 special ingredients and 3 basic ingredients. Actually, change these names.
Okay, so basic ingredients is going to go up to 5. Done. That right?
Oh no, that was special. You're gonna gain. I forgot I should have mentioned this. So you're gonna gain a number of. Hunt and gather.
Wasn't it like 12 or something like
You're gonna
that?
gain 16.
6.
Yep, 16 basic ingredients. You can adjust it in the party
16.
donkey if you want to.
Yeah. Adjusting now.
So should have 18 total. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or we wanted to do a second set of activities.
Yeah, I think right, Andrew. We want to do a second round of activities.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll be cooking for the second activity. How many people do we have?
8.
Look at me. Is that how many people? Okay, so yeah, 8 people. Fuck me. Guess that I'm gonna use up the 16 basic ingredients, I think. Okay. So I'll just put the in chat that I'm going to be cooking in it.
Okay. Rest of you, what do you want to do?
I have an idea, but I don't want to take that away from anyone else. So, say yours first, and then I'll go.
I think I'll go hunt and gather for the second round. Just in case we need more ingredients next time.
Isn't that How to Train Your Dragon? The music? I think.
Could be.
So cute.
And Andrew, you can only not Andrew, sorry, Robin, you can only do 1 success per activity per session. So essentially, all the animals in the region are going to be ultimately gone.
Yep.
So it's to do other
Okay.
actions.
But would a critical success be possible?
No, once it's been
Done.
once you've
It's
succeeded
done.
in any way, then
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So you
then
can't do like
probably
4
not
hunting and just like stock on food.
Yeah.
So you have to do other things.
Since Gilly went out fishing, I think I'm gonna cook that fish on a stick, which is one of the special meals that requires no special ingredients, just 2 basic ingredients.
Okay.
Nice.
It's listed as a special meal, but it's practically a basic meal. Looking at its necessities.
So Amiri
It's weird that.
is gonna relax. Lindsay's gonna go tell a campfire story about one of her travels, and Tristan's actually gonna come by to you, Raphael, and help you aid you cooking. And then we're going to go ahead and have Knock Knock is going to go ahead and actually set up traps.
I would like to use the learn from a companion activity.
Okay.
I either want to learn from I think I want to learn from the story that maybe like combine this in a story way from what Lindsay is talking, like listening and seeing how Lindsay. So just I want to learn from Lindsay if it's possible. I don't know.
Okay, you absolutely can. All right. Vanya and Rabbit, what do you two want to do? First, put that in chat, please.
Yeah.
Can I? Okay. I wanted to ask if I can aid or refuel.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both.
Can multiple people aid?
Yeah. I'll go for
Okay.
it.
I'm gonna be getting aided by
Too many
3
cooks?
people. This is gonna
Don't
be the
forget.
best fish on a stick.
Actually, I can also learn a spell activity. I still have the water damage spellbook.
Yeah, you can use that if you want to. Alright, then Rabbit, you're gonna need a refill. Why not? From Poco. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll do Gilly first. So, Gilly, as you hear the music that is coming from Lindsay playing her lute, she sees you. Hi, Gilly.
Hey.
You got a lot of fish. Should be some good food tonight. I got already smelt Riffle's cooking.
Yeah, refuel is really good at that. I hear your refuel is going to do something special with it. Add a stick. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to eating something warm and filling. Have you heard Vanya? Vanya knows a lot about fishing, but I think she's a bit desperate to get her knowledge out there. It was very, and I think kind of Gilly's going to try to gossip a bit with Lindsay and Halfling, which is not that cool, but go a bit about like maybe also talk about the problem Gilly is having with Vanya and yeah, just pour her heart out to her. I don't know, like and ask her what to do. I do not know what Lindsay's companion skill is, or what I might learn from the companion, but like if it's something with diplomacy, I don't know.
We try to help out everyone, try to make everyone just feel better. And times out here inside the wilderness, it's definitely, it can be bleak. I mean, after a battle, you're having adrenaline and we've killed people. And so trying to do my best to move past that. I mean, I know it had to be done on some occasions and you save people, so I just try my best to make people feel better. And well, for you, why do you think Vanya is angry at you? Now, if you wanted to have this in common or in Pathfinder, we can go another channel if you want to do that.
No, it's fine. I think like the other players know that this is in Halfling, but like Gilly is going to yeah, you won't metagame about this the conflict.
If you want to, we
between
can type it
Vanya
in chat.
No, let's do it also. I think this is, I think, a good opportunity to just maybe like higher level talk about Gilly, what she's feeling about this, and she's kind of feeling that she kind of understands where Vanya is coming from, and that it might not be right, but like, and then Gilly starts to go into, I, but I think it's more right to take what is there and use it for good instead of always doing just the right thing and just do it correctly. And who is she to judge and like say stuff like that? Who is she to judge me for this for doing a mistake? I didn't know, but it was done already. So who would who would profit from just letting this beautiful weapon just lay there? And she tries to be fair, but you can see she just thinks it's very unfair, and yeah, just hopes that Lindsay is understands or takes her side, but maybe is
Just hear
apprehensive.
him venting in halfling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can kind of see both points. You took the weapon from that thing, Davik, and we all saw what Davik did when the body was thrown into the river, and we all heard that noise. I don't want to think about it, but I'm sure that everyone heard, and I don't know what's happening still or before or now with whatever afterlife is being involved with both of them. And his weapon, Davik's, was washed on shore as a reward for bringing the body of the man that killed him and murdered Davik. And maybe Vanya is just afraid that it's going to be cursed, or maybe influence you, or maybe because a touch of maybe evil on it for what was done. I don't know. I mean, is Davik evil for wanting to torment the one that killed him, that ruined his life?
Yeah,
But also, if the weapon is beneficial for what we're doing, I also see your point. I mean, do we leave a weapon that can be used? A powerful, a magical weapon. This place was full of bandits, and so what if a bandit picked it up and continued what the Stag Lord did, even though we stopped him, and used that very weapon to make another Davik Nettles? And so maybe destroying the weapon if it's in no longer use, or I don't know.
I just think she doesn't want to let me have nice things. Maybe I'm just below her station.
I don't think that. I never seen like
Yeah,
that
okay.
from her.
And like Gilly came out with that, and it's like, okay, maybe I said too much, and goes back to her. And she even whispered it, even in halfling. So she was very much, and that kind of maybe continues. But
Well, I can talk to Vanya and see if
no,
what she thinks.
no,
Not
don't,
about you,
please don't.
but maybe where she comes from. Maybe she, I don't know. Maybe the way she grew up or is. I can talk to her a little bit. Not about you. I won't say anything about this, but maybe I can try to help you out a little bit.
Gilly grumpily agrees. Yeah, maybe.
But did talking help you a little bit? I can see it's kind of on your chest a little bit.
Yeah, it helped get it out. No, let's see what happens.
All right, give me a.
Gilly eyes Vanya at the cooking pot.
I'm just reading, maybe next to you, or maybe on the opposite side of the camp. But I'm looking at the book right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're looking at the book.
And actually, so you're learning from a companion, and I understand what they're trying to do with the skill check, but what we're doing right now, I think definitely fits in diplomacy. So I'll let you choose, George. Either diplomacy or perception.
Both are fine to me. I think diplomacy is most apt here.
Go diplomacy.
They are both +8, so I would like to use my halfling luck to reroll that.
Go for it.
Yes.
You just got it, DC 20. So, you
Clean
learn
luck, baby!
Lindsay's camping activity, which is bolster confidence. So actually, I've been doing this wrong. I've been reading this now, so I did this wrong for quite a bit of games. But you give everyone, as your action, +1 to the rolls for that camping activity, which she's been doing. If you are master in the skill, then it's +2. So she's actually only been giving me +1 instead of +2. I'll count for that for future games. But yeah, so you learn how to essentially bolster everyone's confidence, like Lindsay does when she plays her music. So maybe you give out like inspirational speeches or pats on the back, but you do something to get people to have a bit of extra progress in their capabilities.
I'm really seeing the value in this because they're not always going to be with us.
Yeah.
And there's a limited amount of camping actions which can only be succeeded / performed once per player. Or no, like one player can do it per the camping. So the more actions we have, the more we can do.
Yeah.
And I
Love this system.
I think I need to learn from a companion again to successfully learn it. So I think I made progress, and I need a critical success to instantly learn it. Just now that
Gotcha,
I
yeah,
know, yeah, let's.
So one more talk.
I would like to try again next camping
Okay.
activity to get that.
All right, fantastic. All right, we'll now go to Vanya. You're learning from the spellbook.
Okay, so I have a question. There's a level 2 spell in the spellbook.
Mm-hmm.
So I need 2 hours for that, but we only have 1 hour left. And I
No,
was
these camp
wondering-
activities are 2 hours. These activities are 2 hours.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. I want to learn the shrink spell from the book. Let me just post it again, just so everyone can see what's inside the book. And I will have to do an arcana check.
What did
for
you
that.
already have beforehand?
Uh,
Because this is your second
think-
spell from the book, right?
it's the third. No.
Oh, you've already learned-
Yeah, I've learned illusory object and unseen servant already.
I thought you had the unseen servant. How fitting.
Said it not. What? Thank you,
Unseen
not.
servant. Every
Oh my
servant
God.
is unseen for me.
All right, so
Okay, so
Vanya, to learn the spell, you have to go ahead and actually use some ingredients as you copy over the shrink spell. It's going to be
So
6
that would be
gold worth of ingredients.
okay. Okay, let me spend those first. Okay, 6 gold.
Okay,
I've paid, and now I do a skill check.
give me an Arcana check.
Oh.
And you absolutely learned the spell. It's in your spellbook now. You can't put it over.
Yay, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, great. Yeah, she's just sitting quietly, alone.
All of you watch. Give us a little bit of flavor. I'm not putting you on the spot again, Olivia, but a little bit of flavor
That's
as
fine.
you're practicing the spell. Give me an example of you practicing the spell on something nearby.
Mm.
You sit on Gilly.
Oh my god. Just mid conversation. Oh, no.
Just get started.
Actually, I think it would be funny. Like, maybe someone is sitting on the log right now. And
Not gonna
I
Miri.
try. Yeah, let's. Oh no, Amir.
Yes, do it. Do it. Make her angry. I love it when she's angry.
Okay, actually, it's. Yeah, I love the chaotic energy of that. That's. I would try to shrink the log.
Okay.
Practice that on that as a little joke.
Okay, so
Not
she's
much
sitting on the
fun.
log and she's listening to Lindsay as well as Gilly kind of talking a little bit, but mostly when Lindsay is talking after talking with Gilly. Nanak is nearby, just kind of watching the stew or the fish on sticks, and you're practicing the spell and you get the spell into the spell book, and then you do a quick test and the log shrinks. And when the log shrinks, and Mary goes, "What?" and falls backwards, and actually hits another log that falls forward into the fire, having it with embers and
What?
sparks that hits the ear of Knock Knock. He goes, "Ah! Ah!" and it like moves back, it just like scratches the ear, and it just knocks over the pot of like the fire where the sticks are going to be for the fish, before Rabbit like grabs it and cinches some of his hairs and puts it back in place.
Vanya just abruptly stands up and she's like, guys, this is just a practical joke.
Yeah! That's what Knock Knock says. That's a great one! I learned how to do that. And Amiri's, why? What? What'd you do that to me for?
That could have escalated so much worse. Yeah, I'm surprised that it escalated as quickly as it did.
That was great! Knock Knock is on the ground laughing. And now, Knock Knock's new best friend is Vanya.
Nice! Nice! Nice!
Another hand touches the beak.
No! Oh my god.
My hands may be burned, but this is fine.
Oh my god. Just today, I electrocuted everyone. I really did not help Kelly. I didn't do anything by looking for the hog. And now I did this.
Vanya is being special today. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Are we
Oh.
sure Vanya is just not chaotic neutral?
Emiria comes over, takes her chair, the log, and just picks it up and puts it in front of you. Fine, you take it. And without even lifting you up, just takes your, like, whatever you're sitting on, just takes it underneath you. And you fall back as well. How do you like it? And she sits down on her new log, which was your old one.
I'm amused by the idea of Amiri just picking up an entire log, like, single-handed.
Like, also why I'm still sitting on it.
She like, shakes you off and then puts it down on the ground.
Oh my god.
Give
Not
me
only
a
I, but-
perception pull really quickly, Vanya. As she sits down, you see a smile on her face.
Thank you, Paul. This, as a player, was a bit oh no. But I think Vanya also was like, so, I think she will reevaluate what a practical joke is.
Alright.
Learned a spell and a life lesson. Oh.
Now we'll go to Rabbit and Arifiel. So, Tristan's going to go ahead and actually talk to you. And he's going to Arifiel, I see you're cooking quite a bit here, and it's starting to smell delicious. Actually, I learned a bit of a recipe when I was inside the orphanage of Serenray. It's something that actually helps individuals. They used it quite a bit for people that were, well, orphans that were injured before being brought there, and it would definitely help out people to heal a bit better. It's a shepherd's pie, if you'd be interested in the recipe. I can teach it to you.
That would take my interest. Not something that I think I could cook with the fish that we have on hand, but...
No, fish, I suppose you'd be able to, but not right now. I already see what you're doing, but for your...
I was curious if someone as faithful as you had any recipes that were common amongst the faith. That is to say, I did think of asking you. I'm thankful that you've approached me with this. I would gladly learn from you.
All right, that's gonna be his aid to give you the recipe.
Yep.
How do you want to help out there, Rabbit?
By preparing the fish, cleaning it, well, taking the guts out of it.
Okay.
Basically just making the fish.
So you're
As
preparing the
good as,
fish, and you're
ready.
giving it to Arifiel to cook.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Go ahead and give me a survival roll. you're able to do that, and it's a good assembly line. So as we're cooking dinner, go ahead and give me the last cooking lore roll at +1 there, Raphael.
+1.
Mhm.
All right.
Oh, everyone's trying
Let's
to eat.
go.
We'll see how well it was actually made. And it was made pretty good. And so as everyone's now around the campfires, we're all eating, and it's enjoyable dinner.
Yep. Raphael just first time cooking with fish. I think just whips up some. I'm gonna say like fish and mushroom skewers, peppered with plenty of herbs that are local. Taking some inspiration and advice from Boken, who taught Raphael what herbs are good for usage in the cooking field, which somebody would be appreciative of, I think.
Ooh, very mean.
All right. While we're eating, we're gonna do an interlude. It's natural. And Olivia, 2 days in a row, because you're the last one to do this set of the first interludes for our campaign. So you're the last one, so you're gonna do it today. So I want you to go ahead and relax, be easy. You did fine yesterday. Give us a small little idea of what you would like to see. The Stormlands have been unconquered by nations, and settlements that have risen have failed. But if a new one does come up, what do you want to see that's good about it? What's the aspect you like to see?
In a kingdom.
Yeah, in this region that you all are exploring right now. If another kingdom comes in and sets up, what's the value you want to see of that kingdom?
Okay. Oh, I cannot. So, I've been thinking while we were traveling about what we can do together as a group, and especially once we are able to settle up a kingdom. Is a thing that I've been seeing a lot with us lately is how accepting we are and how much we just we have no judgment towards outsiders or mostly people who aren't the norm of, let's say, society. And I really like that. I honestly, I cannot wait, and I cannot wait for us to build something for people to feel welcome in. I would love to see a lot of people travel in and travel out. Want to see a lot of faces in our country.
That'd be nice. I'd like to be able to do that and have people accept me in Lamashtu, and that'd be fantastic.
Yes, I mean, I think what I really want to see is diversity, and you are diverse.
I know, I'm a goblin. That is very, very noble. Some kingdoms are run by tyrants, so having one, if one does stake up here, we can only hope that a kingdom is going to be beneficial for everyone.
I think a multicultural kingdom would only make sense for given everything that we've done for us anyway. for one thing, with this little group that we've got, there's no dominant culture, I don't think, and we're picking up cultures that are shunned by a lot of other people, like the kobolds, and or if you're sort of like gestures toward knock knock.
Yeah.
I want to put a stop on this. If anyone is, I don't know, judges people about who they are, there's a thing. It's my family was always a bit. How do you say? They judged on especially elves. It was a really weird concept we had, but there was this one elf that we had in our past as a family. I think my grandmother or grandfather. It's been a long time, but something happened, and ever since they started judging them as a species, it doesn't make sense to me.
People are prone to discrimination. It's quite common all over the country, I believe. So, the continent even. I think you'll find people like that everywhere.
Yeah. Let's do better.
Let's not have a culture of just robbing people of what they have just to rule. There are a lot of those in the river kingdoms who are just warlords, or just glorified bandits, or just glorified thieves. And I wouldn't want this to be different.
Gilly, don't you think this would be the time for a toast?
Gilly starts to smile. Oh yes. What do we drink to this?
Well, how about a good kingdom
Not that much?
that sits up here?
Good. A good start to good beginnings and better endings, but to good beginnings. And Gilly smiles to Vanya.
I think we've had plenty of beginnings already amongst our group. Though, I'd suppose with our actions as of recent, we've instigated a couple of endings that needed to come sooner rather than later.
So some endings are good.
Mm-hmm.
They are. And thank you, Vanya. That was Olivia. That was fantastic.
Thank you. I was so nervous.
No, that was fantastic.
But I mean, also in character, maybe. Thank you.
Yes. Method acting, that's what it's called.
Oh no.
Improv.
So, as we're doing the toast, the log you're sitting on, that's affected by the shrink spell, immediately reverts back to normal size with you on it, and throws you.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a d4, and George is 1, Andrew's 2, Robin is 3. Oh yeah, and reroll a 4.
Again, wait. Oh, D4. I should roll
Roll a
a
d4, yeah.
Yep.
That's who you fly
There you go.
towards. So you fly towards Gilly
Oh, it's Gilly.
as the log launches you towards Gilly.
What? Yeah, Gilly is caught completely off guard. Just Vanya falling on her. Like, Why are you jumping me? What's going on?
Maybe this is my way to making it up to you?
No.
You make
What?
up to people by jumping on them?
Okay.
Come on, guys, you can clearly see I didn't jump on her.
Didn't?
But you're
What?
excusing yourself as though it's intentional.
Why is that stick so big?
It-
What?
Rabbit is just sitting there. Get a room.
She stands up and brushes the dirt off her clothes and is like, well, I used the shrinking spell, and Amiri did tell me I should sit on my log, so I sat on the log, and because I thought it was funny if I sit on a really small log.
Well, that backfired tremendously.
Maybe it's just payback for what I did before. I had fun jumping on you, Gilly.
That's interesting. You can just make it smaller? Can you tell me about the magic, please? And Gilly's just like interested if Vanya tells her anything about how she did that.
Okay, sure. Of course. And she just sits next to her and opens the water damage spellbook and shows her the spell inside and tries to explain how it works, and she starts making gestures with her hand and explains it.
Yeah, Gilly doesn't understand anything. But she really appreciates it.
I'm sure me as a player I wouldn't understand either, but she's really intently on explaining it, and she says this is just exactly how it was taught to me, and yeah.
Oh, you were taught this, okay? Interesting.
Okay. And to expedite things right now, no encounter was actually rolled. So we do our watches, and as that goes on, it's a peaceful night. Those of you that are on watch, you keep putting logs in the campfire to make sure there's illumination, so any animal would stay away from here. And you do the watches, and with 8 of you, your watches are very, very quick. And you get a good night's rest before we move on to the morning.
Nice. Gilly uses some of the time praying before the weapon, and is going to like subtly the blade of the lanceur changes to this sort of billhook disarm thing.
And I'll say this, with the success of the fish on the stick, we can do one full, just to make this fast, we can do one full marching with no penalty. I'll give you extra exploration activity for the day.
Nice.
Nice. Do we want to check out the pond though?
I do. Really
I think
want
we
to
do, yeah. Let's play around with.
The prepared spellcasters have to look up their spells.
Yeah.
All right. So as all of you start to make your way towards the pond, you see that it actually, I should say, smells. It does smell rather foul, almost like rotten eggs is coming from, and you can hear a bit of the bubbling coming from this pond, and it's been formed by the river that's nearby that's kind of flowing into it a little bit from a kind of offshoot of the main stream. And you see that there is a bit of foliage that is floating on top, the natural like lilacs and whatnot. But besides the smell, it does look rather nice and inviting. And as you're getting near, you definitely see that is a bit of movement under the surface of the water.
Oh my gosh, this map is animated.
It's so pretty.
Holy.
We see behind you Tristan. The other four companions are behind you. Could be the only damn adventure party themselves now. They are watching all of you holding the horses.
Straight up.
I go off and have their Kingmaker side story.
And Mary, that smells foul, as well as Lindsay.
That would be a nifty idea if we ever didn't have a full party, but we wanted to like get our fill of Kingmaker, just do like
Play as them.
Interlude with the
Yeah.
the companions. We have plenty of them.
Yeah, you can play
Yeah.
the companions. They'd be kind of fun actually. Play as the companions.
What did they do in their downtime? Each episode, let's go.
No! Oh god. Who would be wearing the chainmail bikini?
Harem.
No, splint mail bikinis.
Please. Hand wraps of
about-
mighty blows bikini.
So you smack them with your boob.
It's possible.
Breast wraps of mighty blows.
Look at my pecs.
I don't want to say it, but then you got a loincloth of mighty blows, which is just really great to think about. Anyways,
No.
you see a bit of the surface is, besides the bubbling, you see some movement, air bubbles under the water surface.
Yeah, what did you say this smells like again?
Rotten eggs.
Oh, fun.
Oh god.
And you can see the heat haze of the lines, the heat haze lines. So it's actually very, very warm. Essentially, it's a hot spring. And, well, how about everyone that is trained in nature give me a nature roll?
Is it hidden nature? Okay.
No, I say it's open.
I believe in you guys. You can do it.
How common would
Well-
this be in like forested environments?
Probably not too much.
Okay. Because I have forest lore as well that I could use. Never know what to use that on. Nature, let's go.
In regards to tactics, I would like to kind of stand at the spear of the party because so far, if I do not, then someone else gets the hurt, and I do not want that. So I'm going to just.
Do you
right
don't want that, or is it Gilly?
Gilly wants the hurt.
Okay.
I've sent messages, by the way, to a couple of you.
Gilly likes it rough.
She likes the Yep.
Okay.
This looks like this looks really good. I would like to go. If it's a calm spring, let's go in there. It looks really nice.
It's a hot spring, right? They're good for the skin, I think.
Good for sore muscles from riding all day,
Mm.
sleeping on hard ground. I would like to move to the edge of the pool.
Okay.
Though
I'll-
I do have my weapon out. Like this is strange, and we've been greeted by this plant woman. So Gilly is like they can be anything.
I'm gonna move with Gilly, I think.
Okay. I think as soon as someone takes their weapon out, I do that too. And I will follow.
I wear the bloody staff. It's like.
As you're
Always
moving
easy.
closer,
Oh,
Here we go. Here we go.
Gilly, you see the bubbles start to surface, and you watch as the head peeks out of the water, and then the body, ribbit, and you watch as a giant frog jumps out onto the shores.
Well,
As
remember that I
they
thought it
see all
was-
of you invading their territory, these giant frogs, and I'll put in chat what you can see. Although I don't know what frogs look like, but just give an image because I get used to this from my other games. Let's see.
For a moment, I thought it was going to be the Tatzelworm.
Yeah,
They
like fire breathing in like a hot spring.
Yeah.
That is what you see. And
Ooh,
these
they've got an underbite. Look at
three
that.
giant toads go to defend their territory against all of you. Now, you have immediate choice. Back away or engage.
I think as someone who has a connection to the worlds, Orithiel would be the person in the group who can kind of have a decision on this. And I think Rabbit too, so like how to act here.
Now, these frogs are about 6 feet in length and about 220 pounds, or about 105 kilos.
Those are big boys.
So one frog is like 2 gillies.
Yeah, they're human sized, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious what Rabbit's approach to this is, personally. I feel like Orithiel could sway either way, potentially.
We've asked one person, and they're also looking to diverge information towards Rabbit, which unfortunately does extend the time we're going to go for this, so they do move into engage. Again, if you want to back out, you still can't in combat, but right now, they're moving to engage. So everyone go ahead and give me perception pools, please. For initiative. Or void initiative perception inside chat.
Paul,
Yes.
I have as a halfling keen eyes. Seek hidden or undetected within 30 feet. Would I get the +2 for this
Go for it.
circumstance bonus?
I'll give it to you.
All
You
right.
get that on you.
nice, Olivia. Nice initiative right there. Now look at their expansive ones. A nat 20
Oh.
and a nat 1. Oh yeah, all together.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Very.
And battle music! All weapons are out right now, and these toads are going to engage. You see the lead one right here, is looking to jump forward towards Gilly.
Rabbit is facing the initiative order.
Rabbit, it's on you. Gilly, you're on deck after my frog goes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use command animal to give Nova 2 actions.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. First, I'm gonna attack with Nova then. If I can move her.
Oh, sorry. Let me make it. There we go.
For some reason, the game doesn't
Oh, sorry. Let's pause.
let me.
Go.
Ah, yeah. What's her movement? 40. Nova moves up once and then attacks the frog.
You watch as Nova moves forward. Have Nova give me a reflex saving throw, please.
A reflex saving throw?
Indeed. As the ground is actually not solid, and the water underneath essentially is floating on water, this kind of sinkhole hot spring, and Nova falls into the water.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Yep. I've come across crap like this before.
IRL or
Like,
in
Yeah, IRL.
Yeah. Like it looks like solid ground. It's because there's lots of stuff in there, and then you go in and like your leg is inside, and you're like, okay.
It's like moss and foliage just kind of like builds up and forms a film over the water.
Sounds really pretty.
It is until you fall in it.
Can Nova swim?
So, any attacks right now that are melee, that are bludgeoning or slashing, are going to be at -2.
But I can still attack with my second action.
Yep.
So modifier is a -2, right?
And it's also going to be flat-footed. Right, Rabbit. All right, strikes the frog. Comes in, bites it. 5 damage. All of you watch as a little bit of blood starts to float to the surface as the frog is also kind of... The frog is right there, but it's like croaking, rabbit, rabbit, and it's trying to like pull itself out of the grasp of the thrashing of Nova. Third action, or Rabbit, what you got?
First, I'm gonna use my free action attack and do once a day according to the stack helm.
Okay. Against the same frog?
No. I'm gonna, since it has to be within 30 feet, I'm gonna
Okay.
target the other frog.
Once per hour for you, Rabbit.
Yeah, because you're full of Rustle.
Ooh. That's even better.
Mm-hmm.
Get flat-footed?
Uh-huh.
Wow. That's
Wow.
some good stuff.
It's a rare helm.
This is
Z and Y.
Wow.
Yeah. You are a fighter right now with your +2, basically.
Yeah.
But it's only for the next range attack I make, to
Yeah.
be honest. So
But still, that's a great opener.
Well, don't look a gift stag in the mouth.
And with my last 2 actions, I'm gonna use Hunter's Aim to attack that frog that is flat-footed right now.
Okay. And that is going to be a crit, as the arrow flies right into the eyeball of that frog.
Would
It even has a -2 because of folly.
Yep.
okay.
Whew. Alright.
Paul, did the +2 help with a critical hit?
Yeah. Without the +2, it would not been a crit. Oh, no, sorry, no. It would have been a crit still. Yeah. You watch as the eye explodes on the frog as the arrow goes through it, and the frog rabbit, and goes to turn around and flee immediately.
Damn, I almost killed it.
Jesus.
Alright, this frog right here, which is now grasping Fighting Nova, goes ahead and does a tongue grab or a jaw strike against Nova. And will hit. Nova's going to go ahead and take 7 damage. And this will go ahead and try to do a tongue strike against Nova. And will absolutely succeed, but there's no damage on this, so. What this does is becomes grabbed.
But it also has the critical hit deck table card,
No,
or not?
it doesn't do damage. Well, let's see what it says. See, this is bludgeoning. If it's fatigue, we'll give it. It's fatigued as well. It wraps the tongue and draws Nova into like its mouth. Okay, and then it's gonna go ahead and dive down.
Oh no!
Oh my
Can you
god.
just move someone who's grabbed that easily? Because that's bad.
Go, it's on you. They are both underwater.
Can I do something?
I might have I have an idea.
talk? I also
I
have an idea. Okay.
Make it quick.
No,
No. Actually, I have a spell prepared that could help.
I also
But-
have a spell prepared.
Oh
that
my, what is
could
it?
maybe help.
Is it maybe the same spell?
Does it have to do with electricity?
Sadly not, but I also have that one prepared as well.
Well,
Always
mine has
does
to
that
do
one.
with mine has to do with terrain, so I don't know if it would work unless Gilly's already in the
Oh.
water.
That's the thing with me. How deep is the water, Paul?
You can't quite see the bottom. It is a little bit murky, but you suspect, based on the size of the frogs, at least probably 10 feet deep.
10 feet.
Yeah, in the middle.
Okay.
Obviously, it'd be short. It'd be much shallower on the edges, but in the middle, where it's going, is probably at least 10 feet deep.
I got another practical joke for my spell, and it's the enlarge spell.
Yeah, I'm going to delay whatever you want.
Um,
But I'm not sure if Gilly
Um,
can stand inside the water if she's
for
enlarged.
like role play to like represent our quick above table talk. Like the moment like Nova gets dragged under, I just kind of call out, "Gilly, you good swimming?"
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna say that's 6 seconds to talk. So, Gilly, you holding or are you gonna go?
I'm going to hold.
Okay.
I'm going
Which
to.
side are you gonna change to?
Below or refuel.
All right, so we'll go with
This
12.
is just
Riffle, it's on you.
Okay. So I'm gonna move up to Gilly. Now, what I was thinking of doing is I have rapid adaptation, which its spell effects are based on surrounding environment. The trick is can Gilly gain the aquatic effect? Or is Gilly gonna need to be in the water for that?
What's the ability, Andrew?
Here you go. The aquatic effect is a swim speed.
Yeah, you can give it swim speed. You can do it right now if you want to.
Okay. Yep.
I mean, it's around the train. It's nearby, so you have to be inside it.
Okay, cool. So Orifiel kind of like runs up already, like preparing a spell, and touches Gilly as they cast the spell. Given upon you the blessings of the land, go in there. Gilly, you grow some like fish scales and gills and like
Gilly.
webbing on your fingers, and you now have a swim speed equal to your land speed.
Webbed feet now. Can see webbed feet, hairy webbed feet. Okay.
Is this because the fish on a stick?
It certainly is part of it, right?
Andrew, did you move?
Yeah, I did move.
Okay.
That's where I moved to.
Okay. Gilly, it's on you.
All right. Gilly is going to run into the water. As I have a swim speed now, I'm not quite sure if I stride and I change like this thing and I fall into the water, will I continue to swim?
I'll say, I need to look it up, but I'll say right now, just move into it automatically. So just move the full distance.
Then
I get a
will
feeling you
move
have to change types, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'll look it up.
I will move into the lake. Do I see? I think I'm. 1 second. I need to.
I'm going to give you a
do
roll
that
to see if
again.
you see it naturally, because it is not that murky. But if I do fail this roll, you need to actually look for it with your own skill. And you
Okay.
see it.
Where is? Okay. Then I will position myself here. If I see it, then I will be a bit more tactical about it and go here and all right, so I have this hero card. It's called Called Foe. I was not sure if I would use it, but I'm going to use it. I get a +2 status bonus to attack
Okay.
rolls made against that foe, but I take a -4 penalty to attack rolls made against other creatures until the end of my next turn. So this turn and next turn, or until I critically hit.
Okay.
And then I will power attack.
Ooh, all right.
Are you using the right skill?
I'm using the Gisarm. It's the Ranseur that is shifted into like this billhook type weapon. So it's a Gisarm.
Okay.
But it is the Ranseur if we're
Yep.
all right.
What's the attack property of the weapon, George? What's the damage type?
I have to look it up 1 second.
Yes,
Yeah, it is
right.
over here. I want to say it's slashing, but let me double check.
It's so.
It's slashing, so it's gonna be -2.
Yeah.
Is
Is
it water?
there some piercing?
It's slashing. Based on this list, it doesn't have the versatile,
Yeah,
so
it's
it's gonna be.
slashing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's slashing.
What about the Ranseur itself?
Yeah, I have shifted it, so it is a Gisarm, sadly. But, well, I have a 0 to it, so I will attack, and I have power attack on. I will do a strike with it. plus 11. Alright, potency rune. That looks good.
And hits.
So the damage is now 3d10 plus 4.
Bro.
All right, gets hit. And you see a lot of blood. You watch as Gilly swings it, and blood forms.
Alright, that's my round.
All right.
Next.
Well, I don't think we see
sorry.
it because Gilly's on the wood.
This frog just dives away across the land, and it starts ribbit, 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 just away as fast as it can.
Panicking. Ribbit.
Vanya, it's on you.
So, Nova's still.
Particularly going 75, it can move. It's there. Nova's underwater still, yes.
We would just see like this smudge of red on the water surface, I guess.
God,
like-
that is.
It looks bad, yeah.
Oh no.
This is a hot spring, so like the water is gonna be like murky from like steam, if anything.
It's slowly spreading
Yeah.
out in the water.
Oh.
You can see the red sewer blade like come out of the water and slapping back into the water.
Okay, so that is pretty okay. I'm thinking about just. I don't know. We can only see the blood. I don't really know where they are, but she thinks it's dangerous. Like, I think she would also jump into the water,
Okay.
and I want to see if she can see anything.
Alright, I'm gonna give you a free roll, and you do see him, yeah.
Okay, so I have never done anything with water combat or water movement. So how
So,
do I use the swim action?
with water? Alright, so swim. We're gonna go ahead and it's a single action. You're gonna give me an athletics roll.
Okay. I just see. I don't have a train. I forgot
Okay.
it. I don't have a train.
You get part of the water, and you just submerge yourself into the water.
It very plops.
Like a stone.
Is it like
God.
if you don't? Is it if you don't have a swim speed, you're flat-footed on the wood?
Yes.
Okay. But I'm. Oh no! Damn! I'm underwater. I cannot cast spells. I forgot that.
Do you have any non-verbal spells?
You're not technically. You're able to stand, so you can get back up, but you make no progress essentially. So that's one full wasted action.
Okay, so I've used 2 actions so far.
Yes.
Okay. But I can see Gilly right in front of me.
Oh, yeah.
right?
Goes underwater a little bit.
Okay. Guidance.
Because it goes to here for you, but it goes to there for Gilly.
Yes.
Guidance is variable though.
Yeah,
So
she's
how
fine. She's
far?
out of the water.
But
Okay.
you said okay.
Oh, one person. All right, and my frog
Gilly?
goes ribbit, ribbit, and launches its tongue at you, Vanya.
Oh no. Oh no.
No,
Hits you.
I'm so sorry. It's
No.
20 feet away.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's
You're grabbed, and now it comes forward with its tongue over you, and it's very, very like sticky, and goes to bite you.
Yeah, I don't like the look of that underjaw.
7 damage, Vanya.
Reaction to that. Underwater, you hear. And it's a glimpse of redemption to the frog. That means.
Right.
Um,
All damage negated. You're good.
okay.
Rabbit, round 2. It's on you. That damn champion ability is a bane of my existence. Such a good ability.
It's good because I am not taunting the enemies, I am taunting you. So you have like the incentive to do some fun stuff, I hope.
It would combo ridiculously with a tank, with like another tank that can taunt enemies specifically.
Well, for my first action, I'm gonna yell out at that frog and just like, first you kidnap my dog with your friend, and now you're running away. I say no, and I'm gonna attack it with my long
Doesn't
bow.
reply. Because it's a frog.
I know.
Paul!
Sometimes
But
Paul
I'm-
really gets into the characters, you know.
Rabbit!
Yeah, I love that the rabbit said that. I love that.
But it's a hit.
Is it that really far one?
Arrow in the back. Rabbit!
I don't know if
Still
frogs
alive,
are edible.
More legs now
Frogs
like
are edible.
flip on the ground.
Damn it, it's still not dead.
Nope.
Bruh. Near death still. God damn.
Gotta get you a striking rune.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, damn it. I'm gonna use Hunter's Aim then, as my last actions.
Okay. The giant
Still attack
frog
an M-Frog on the other side.
still alive.
But your dog.
Miss!
I'm gonna hero point that.
Go for it.
Oh my gosh!
He wants to kill this frog.
He does. He's got a vendetta.
If you can do 2 damage, it will die.
Oh my gosh.
I
I think he's good.
Yeah.
I think he's good.
Yeah, it goes through the other eye of the frog, and it just falls to the ground, splats, blood draining down into the grass. Now, the other frog is going to continue trying to eat Nova.
I can't see it from here, so I can't do much against it.
Misses! It's going to do it again. Hits! And it chomps onto Nova for 7 more damage. It continues trying to eat Nova. And misses! Right, Redfield, it's on you.
It's a hungry frog.
Jesus. Okay. I'm gonna move. Probably a bad idea. I'll move over there.
Okay.
So gonna be flanking with Vanya. You need me to make a check.
Give me your reflex saving throw,
Sorry.
please.
Yep.
Okay. You also fall into the water.
Yep. Okay. Flat-footed. Okay. I'm gonna. I'm gonna strike at this frog.
Be my guest.
Gonna try to anyway.
You hit it.
Nice.
The staff of healing.
Yes. Still a staff.
Heal this.
No. By video game logic, that's 5 health you give to it.
Oh my god.
You smack on the back. It gets a little bit.
Yep. And with my last action, I will cast guidance on Vanya.
Gilly, it's on you.
All right. I will shift my disarm into Ranceur with single action to
Okay.
give it the stabby stab, I hope.
Shift the Gisam into a
Ranceur! Oui. Your
Runs
frog
is
where will
piercing.
eat your legs. It is piercing, beautiful. No, I do not want this long sword. Change grip, speed, what's happening? Change grip, two-handed. I think I have, yeah. All right, so I still have the +2 from the challenge, and I will use it on a power attack because I really like power attack. It's a lot of fun, I have the guidance. Oh, guidance is a status bonus, and the other thing is a status bonus too.
So it's +2 then.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm just going to look up yeah, the whole enemy +2 as a status bonus. The guidance is off. Deleted it. Oh well, just it's not a circumstance bonus. Oh well, it's fine. I'll just roll the +13. It's just a hit.
Hit. Would have been a crit anyways. It just goes through the head of the frog, instantly releasing Nova. Nova pops to the surface.
That's my round.
frog with a hunter.
Oui, that is correct. All right, that was my turn.
Giant frog is dead. Vanya, it's on you.
Okay, I will go into Arcane Cascade, and I had the last spell I used was a divination spell, so that makes it mental. Go on. Okay. So, and next I will spell strike with Talking Grass. Go.
I like how the icons are around the token now instead of through it.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, is it?
Does,
A little bit actually. One bad roll there.
do spells with the electricity trait behave differently in water?
Oh shit, yeah. Oh
It
no.
does.
Oh,
And also 15 damage.
always... We all get 15 damage?
Oh, no. The frog also takes 15 damage. Which does annihilate the frog. It doesn't have any differences with... It does have fire, but not electricity.
Yeah, I know fire just straight up non-functional with water, which is why
By
I wasn't
rules, no?
doing the usual thing.
Yeah, by
You
the
think it
rules,
could,
there's no.
No, looking at it right now. Aquatic
I
combat.
would have thought it would be conducting, like we will all get damage from that.
You
I
would
would
have
think
thought,
electricity would, but by
But
rules,
you are controlling the electricity, so like
that.
you're controlling it with magic.
All right, so ends that encounter.
Does Nova doggy paddle back to land? Like, yeah.
That- She does.
Also, Gilly is a fish basin for like an hour.
Beach episode.
Oh no! There we have it. That's a bikini.
I mean, it's kind of funny that you're talking about it because it actually technically is. It's gonna be a beach episode right now.
Oh, just get the frog out of there that's bleeding into the beautiful pond.
I heard blood makes my skin youthful.
All right
dog
there,
too.
all right there,
No, let's
Abigail,
not go that route.
Queen Abigail
No,
the
no,
second.
let's not get
Not-
that route.
Oh no, we ain't going to Elizabeth in this, are we? Oh no.
Oh.
The body's on the surface, just bobbing
Yeah,
there.
let's take it out. Though, can we use the frogs for?
I think there is a ritual
Those
spell in
ingredients.
Pathfinder 2 inspired by Elizabeth Bathory, to be fair.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I thought Queen Abigail really did that, right?
I thought so too. I thought that ritual is kind of might be hers, or at least I imagine it.
But at the same time, she's 22.
Still.
And House Rabbit.
Yeah, right. Maybe her grandmother did.
Maybe she is her grandma. Okay, that's
Oh,
It's not good.
does a character in Pathfinder actually do this? Okay.
I don't know if they do, but like the Queen of Cheliax of the Devil Empire does have that vibe to bathe in the blood of innocence. All right.
I don't know what level that ritual spell is. Probably like 5th or something.
Yeah, but like a hot spring is pretty neat. Like this is like a tour, like a pilgrimage to the Temple of Erastil, and then we have this.
Yeah.
We could
hot
we-
we
spring.
could
we
actually
climb-
build a resort on here.
You want
We
to?
climb out of the water. We get the frog corpses out of there.
Yeah.
Slightly unexpected. I may have panicked a little. Are you okay, Gilly?
And you see how she tries to talk and just water falls out of her mouth. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. This is
That
interesting.
might last for a bit.
When I saw all that blood, I thought I had to jump in, but in the
Is
heat of the moment,
Snowfall
I kind
alright?
of forgot that I can't swim that well.
No, I'm not the most well practiced at swimming either, personally.
It will be fine. The water is super warm and nice, and you can stay at the. This is beautiful. Even if it does smell bad. This is beautiful.
Can anyone else see that weird shape in the water? I think it looks like a bag.
What we no?
No, I think there's one right there, and she kind of tries to point in the general direction.
Do you want to go get it? Since you can see it?
I'm.
Let me help. I can
good at
swim.
swimming.
I can make you good at swimming. Case in point, I gestured to Gilly.
She seems really eager. Let's just let her use that energy for something like that.
Yeah.
And she
Just,
goes, I don't see it.
You
Where?
can have the director. Is all.
Oh, Paul, can I? How far is it? Is it like 30 feet?
It's only about 10 feet down, in the middle.
10 feet down. Oh wait, does it look really heavy? Because I could maybe mage hand it out.
It is kind of stuck in the silt on the ground, or in like the
But
mud.
like if you use Mage Hand to go there,
But I can-
Gilly
I
could
can-
follow the Mage Hand.
I can, yeah, like you can see a mage hand just like a pointing finger, and you can follow it like a quest marker. In the
Ah, okay.
It's like video game UI, just like a pointing white hand, like.
Turn around. You use WASD to swim. Okay. All right. Yeah, Gilly wants to take it out and bring it to the shore.
All right. There you go.
Hello.
Well, looks like we have another side quest now.
Okay,
Cannot
so
read this.
who opens the bag up? Is the thing.
I bring it to Vanya.
What's
She
it?
saw it.
Okay, I take the ring out and I read. I read the inscription.
Can you read?
I translate it.
Vanya knows Elvish.
Yeah. But I ask Orifil if I'm right, because she's not really that good.
Mm.
She says something like, to my can't read that one, but Lactrius, may your wings give you or if you can you perhaps
That's it.
and I give it to them.
And Orifil kind of like looks it over and then like leans close to Vanya and helps her to translate it. So to my hero, that would translate to Lagrius looks like a name, but to me, may your wings give you flight over all obstacles.
You think this is an engagement ring?
It might be. It looks like it would be, doesn't it?
It does. That's beautiful.
Who has wings? Someone who has wings?
I don't think it's literal. Can I make I don't know, recall knowledge society? See if this would be at all important. Lagrius.
I wonder.
You just fall from your chair.
Orifil is kind of like just mulling the name, like just kind of repeating it to themselves, and then just kind of pauses. Isn't that the name of a bronze dragon? I think.
Why would a bronze dragon need a ring? Why would a dragon need a what?
It's. I think I've heard a legend of a bronze dragon by that name, alongside a group of adventurers toppling a cult. I think. The reference to his wings would make sense.
So someone got married to a dragon?
Is that a thing that people do?
Maybe it was made by another dragon.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
But I mean, anyone could marry anyone. I think. Do dragons marry?
I don't know.
Well, that is something we can discern. Think about as we continue our investigation to find Tuskgutter and its lair. But I think we'll call today's game right here.
Let's move that little thing into the party donkey.
So the beach episode is between the sessions, huh? So it's not for YouTube, and we can go
Oh,
crazy.
Let's go.
No.
We can text our PVAD.